Hi there, this is Jen, and thanks for joining me today for the Kendra's Card Challenge Hop and Giveaway. Kendra's Card Challenge is a challenge where you take six 6x6 sheets of paper, make 15 cards, and Kendra provides the sketch files and the cut files so you know exactly what to do. There are giveaways every month for this, so you create your cards and enter them by posting them in the Facebook group in the albums, and I'll go ahead and leave a link to the Facebook group as well as to Kendra's video where she explains everything really well. These are all of the wonderful sponsors that help to provide all those giveaway prizes, and so I will be highlighting one of those sponsors this month. But before I go ahead and get started, I also wanted to mention Kendra has a Patreon. It helps to keep the challenges free. It really is a lot of work putting all this together, and there are different levels of membership that you can have. And it's a great way to go ahead and help support Kendra and everything that she does. So for all of the design team members, we are each doing several sketches for the challenge. So for me, today I'm doing sketches 2 and 3, and then in about a week or so I will have the remaining cards, and I'll go ahead and create and post a video with the remaining cards. But here are all of the card sketches. There is a printable version, which I believe you get through the Patreon, where you don't have to use all of this color with your printer. I like printing the colors out though. So those were the sketch files, and these are what I call the cut files. So it's basically A through F. It will tell you exactly what to cut, where to make the first cut, and also the measurements for everything. And then these coordinate with the actual card sketches. And since I am doing 2 and 3, I'm going to be using the A and B cut files. And I'm going to be using some really beautiful digital papers from TLC Design. TLC Designs is a company that offers both digital and physical products, and they are a sponsor for Kendra's Card Challenge, and I will be using some digital papers in my cards this month. So these are the beautiful digital papers. This collection is called Something Bloomed. It has some pattern paper and then a bunch of different kind of cut aparts. I have printed these on 8.5 by 11 paper using Hammermill cardstock, and you'd be surprised what your printer can do. I have a Canon that is not new by any means. It's probably 7 years old, and it prints these beautifully. So if you don't think your printer can handle it, trust me, it probably can. And digitals are great because you have them and then you have them forever. So I will never run out of this pattern paper because I can just print it out and you get it immediately. And so there is a video that I have that talks a little bit more about digital images if you're new to those and the amazing things that they do. So I will go ahead and leave that below. And I've gone ahead and, like I mentioned, cut this or printed these on 8.5 by 11. I went ahead and cut my paper to 6x6, and I have a bunch left over, and trust me, I use those because a lot of times I am not great at making sure that my cuts are super accurate, because measurement challenged is what I am. And so I do go into that stack and correct my incorrect cuts. But here is one of the freebies if you are a Patreon member, and that is a box that I'm going to be putting together later this month that you can create to hold your cards. And so we're going to go ahead and get started on the card sketches that I'm doing today. And again, those are sketches 2 and 3. And I wanted to mention as well, when you see on the card sketches anything that is gray or white or not a part of the pattern paper that you're using, you can use whatever paper you want for those areas. So you can use pattern paper, which is what I'm going to be doing on these cards. It doesn't have to be a white mat or a solid colored mat. You can use whatever paper you want for those areas that are not specifically for or using the 6x6 paper. And so I changed this sketch up just a little bit Because again, measurements are not my strong suit, I did go ahead and split these 4 pieces. The sketch kind of shows them all together on one mat, but I went ahead and I cut them, or I adhered them to the mat and then cut them apart so that I could place them individually. So I'll go ahead and grab those pieces and place them on the card. And you don't have to keep your cards exactly to the sketch. I think I try and keep them as closely as possible. I might change the orientation on something or the direction of something. And as you can see on this one, I added some butterflies. And so the piece that I stamped in the middle, that was one of the cut aparts from this digital paper pack, and that's going to finish off sketch number 2. You can see I cut those butterflies out with that pattern paper as well. Really, really pretty. I absolutely love it. And so this is sketch number 3. And while I'm putting this card together, I just wanted to mention that the links for all of the participants in the hop will be in the description of my video. As well, you can click on the hashtag to find all of the videos. And to enter the giveaway, go ahead and fill out the Google form below. That needs to be done by July 9th when the giveaway for this hop ends. But don't forget that if you want to enter the challenge and win some awesome prizes from the awesome sponsors, go ahead and create your own 15 cards using pattern paper, 6x6 pattern paper, and join the Facebook group, enter your challenge entries in the albums on the Facebook group, and basically when you add your pictures to the albums, that is your entry. You can enter once per month, so you have 3 chances every quarter to win some fabulous prizes. And so I encourage you to do that. It is really fun. And you've got a chance to win something just for having a little bit of fun. So it's a win-win. So that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like this video or find it informative, I would love a thumbs up. As always, thanks so much for spending some time with me today, and I hope to see you next time.